Hello, 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 Wolfpack. Happy Day of Thor, and welcome one, welcome all to another Wolf of Thorns live stream as we return to our Survivor difficulty run of The Last of Us Part 1 on this 218th episode of the Good Vibes, Good Spores live stream. Remember to spread positivity in all things, when and where you can, because good vibes are contagious, just like cute little Clixie here. And remember that if you have the power to change someone's day, you have the power to change someone's world. And no worries, Diet Waffles, I can imagine your dance very well. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day it may be to you guys. Cheers with my cup of coffee. Delay Turtle and Roger, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for beaming into this experience from your various locales around the world as we head to the dam with Joel and Ellie on our Survivor playthrough, which so far has been pretty good. So, you know, Roger is promising me all of this grounded pain. So I'm hoping that the gap between Survivor difficulty and grounded doesn't have a huge disparity. So I guess we'll get to that soon enough. This is supposed to be practice for that. And I don't know, I think we have a few clues that it's not going to be a huge jump because we have no listen mode, which you don't have in grounded. We have very scarce material, which you don't have in grounded, meaning that we're having to skip all these shiv doors, which is what they promised us in grounded, was you're basically going to miss a whole lot of shiv doors. Well, we're already experiencing that here. So I am wondering just how different Survivor and grounded is. Hopefully not too much, because I'm a baby. I don't want it to be too hard. But it is what it is, and we're gonna have fun doing it one way or the other. So I'm pretty pumped, pretty excited, and thank you guys for coming to beam into this experience along with me. And well, heck, if there ain't no other business to get out the way, I say we get on into it. But you know what, just for fun, why don't we kick things off with a nice, you know, little raffle for the family here. What do you guys say? I say we do that, right? For the dam, we shall begin. Get a few things situated on my screen so I can see things the way they is supposed to be. And do pretty good there. Let's see here. Listening to some Mitty Ditty by the one and only Ethan Vane. Hopefully we'll get some more tunes from him soon. I've been trying to work with him to collaborate with me on some things, some additional things. So we will see how that plays out. Make sure I'm on the right screen so I don't give you guys a free derp Dan.
Jackson County.
The Snake River Trail.
City, right?
Should be more than a few miles.
You ready to see dear old brother?
I'm just ready to get there.
How do I sound,
Nervous?
guys? How is the sound? Is everything sounding good? There are a few updates to my computer, and sometimes, you know, sometimes them pesky updates, they just like to take a hold of your machine and run with it. You know what I mean? In ways that you never intended or expected. Sounds good? Thank you, Diet Waffles. I appreciate that. Lemmy! Thank you so much. 11 months. Holy cow. Thank you so much for that resub on the 11 months.
Just follow the river. It'll lead us straight to
Wow,
Tommy.
it's strange, Lemmy, to think that it's already, because you've been following since the beginning. I would say that's about right. This is October. So I think next month, or no, this is October. Living in the past. It's November already. So yeah, I think at the end of November was when I technically first started streaming. Yeah, a couple of weeks before we finalized the sale on my house and purchased the new home.
What happened between you two?
It flies back.
What do you mean?
It flies by fast.
You're not together, so
What is
clearly
up,
something
words
went down.
darker than their
Just had a bit
wings?
of a
Always
disagreement.
good to see you.
Ah,
And
here
thank
we
you
go.
for the
So what was it about?
Tommy saw the world
proof
one way, I
of
saw it the other.
quality on
And
the
that's why
sound.
he joined the Fireflies.
What a view.
Yeah, your friend
Am I
Marlene
on a cliff ledge here?
promised him hope. That kept him busy for a while, but just like Tommy, he eventually quit that too.
How was it
Damn, Joel.
the last time you saw him?
Talking
I
shit
believe his
about your
last words to
brother.
me were, "I don't ever want to see your goddamn face again."
But he's gonna help us?
right?
I suppose we're gonna find out.
Well, with or without his help, we'll get there.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, 12 months for you would be the beginning. If you sub to me right away, then that would be the beginning of December. Since we're at the beginning of November. And man, it's flying by. Yeah, that's right around the time I first started streaming. And my baby steps. This whole adventure has been pretty crazy. You can feature it. What a crazy run. Love this ambient music. Where do you guys think they're gonna film the dam locations for the show? Yes, someone stop it, Lemmy. I agree. But I always
Whoa, what's that?
Right there's a hydroelectric
try to
power
think of
plant.
ways that I can use that to my advantage. If we know that every day always comes and time flies by, then what is something I would like to do that takes time? But since I know that day will be rushing towards me as a goalpost, maybe I can use
Hyperboost?
part of that to my advantage.
Uses
in
the river's
accomplishing
movement and turns it into electricity.
How does it do that?
Look, I know
Easier
what it
said than
is,
done,
I
we all
how it
know.
does it.
Alright. How are we getting across?
Okay, we have a shiv, right? We have 2 shivs? How the hell?
There you go.
There you go.
Suddenly 2 shivs. Really, Turtle? This is this is your favorite part? Yeah, the whole atmosphere. I'm laughing because Roger was like in a dam. You will literally fight Father Time. So that would be Kronos, wouldn't it? That's it? That's all that was in here? I'm so distracted. But thank you so much for that resub, Lemmy. You're the best. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know it's not going to open. We have to... I guess the second one is probably jammed and I have to go underwater.
Well, that gets us halfway. If we get the other one up, we'll make it across.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Ellie to that thing. We gotta swim down here and almost drown and free this pallet. Yeah, there's one shiv door. I guess there's 2. Maybe that manual I found, so when I could finally craft a shiv yesterday, he made 2 shivs. I think that's what one of the manuals does, doesn't it? One of the Manuels. Thank you, Manuel. Which one? Yes. I just opened the shiv door with the least amount of supplies in the whole game. You know, before I do my grounded run, I am absolutely going to do intel on which shiv doors we should open and which shiv doors we should skip. And they probably have a guide on where to find all the blades, too. So I'm going to do some intel for the grounded run. 100%.
Alright, I need you to...
I know. Step on the fucking pallet.
Step on the fucking pallet. Ellie. You think this chapter is depressing, Blade Runner? This one? I thought it was pretty powerful. This is a really bonding chapter, in my opinion. Unless there's something I'm just completely... It was so traumatic I blocked it out. In all of our playthroughs over the years.
Oh, give it a spin.
Give it a whirl, Ellie. High 5 time, guys.
Hey, be careful crossing that thing.
I will.
Teamwork.
I will never know what she does if he doesn't give her a high five, because like I could never bring myself to leave Ellie hanging. Not gonna do it. There's like a child grave or something over here that's pretty disturbing.
That's too small, grave.
I forgot to leave that stupid robot on his grave. What should I do with it?
Ellie.
What? I want to talk about it.
No.
Why not?
This
How
is a
many times
great...
do we need to go over this? Things happen, and we move on.
It's just...
That's enough.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's get to Tommy's.
I'm actually gonna record that touches on something that I might want to talk about later on the U of the tube. Let's do a little recording. That's fine. That way we get the high five too, in case we want that for something. Beautiful. Sweet. All right. High five emoji. All right, let's go meet Tommy and Maria. Come on, Ellie. Let's do this. Roger says, I actually disagree with Joel's mentality here. The whole not talking about their trauma doesn't seem healthy. Yeah, no,
I know,
Joel
I
is,
am too.
Joel is definitely not the poster child for healthy behavior.
Let's get past this place, then we can scrounge up some food.
Well, if I starve, you're responsible.
She is such a light in this game. And the El Diablo's in here, right?
Should we head in?
Ain't no way around. Gonna have to cut through the plant.
What did I call this the first time I streamed this for y'all? The Draco Malfoy? The Draco, El Draco or something. Isn't it in here? I thought the El Diablo was just laying in here and then we picked it up. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. We got the El Draco. I always thought it's curious as to why they have these maps in the game. Yeah, I think that's been one of the ways he... You know, we could say it's one of the ways he kind of survived after Sarah, but there's actually evidence before Sarah's death of the hard Joel, like when he doesn't want to pick up that family. And Tommy's like, what the fuck? And it's like, keep driving. You know, just not disagreeing with his decision, but it shows that, you know, even before Sarah was gone, his mind was already adapting to this situation. You know, this, you know, it's... you know, he's looking out for his and his only to survive, because in a certain view he can see, you know, how resources are going to be managed. He can see how it really is going to come down to making life or death decisions, you know, conservatively.
Don't even think about reaching for your weapon. Tell the girl to drop hers now.
Ellie? Do as the lady says.
Hey.
Please tell me you're lost.
Oh, we didn't know the place was occupied. We're just trying to make our way through.
Through to where?
They're all right.
But you know these people?
Know him. He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Holy shit.
My goddamn brother.
How you doing, baby brother?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Let me look at you. You get fucking old.
Easy. It's gonna happen to you, too.
This is Maria. Be nice to her. She sort of runs things around here.
Ma'am, thanks for not blowing my head off.
Would have been embarrassing, considering you're my brother-in-law.
We all gotta get wrangled up at some point.
Ellie, right?
Yeah.
What brings you through here?
It's kind of a long story.
Why don't we bring him inside?
Yeah, El Diablo is a badass name for a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hungry?
Starving.
Yeah, I could just listen to Gustavo's music all day long. In fact, I highly recommend
They're friendlies.
his album Camino. If you guys really like Gustavo's music from part 1, I would say his album Camino that he released a couple of years after he scored part 1. A lot of the songs on there remind me of something that could absolutely be playing in The Last of Us. Really beautiful, poignant, primarily acoustic guitar driven music. So it's called Camino if you guys want to check that out.
We've been dealing with raids. A lot of bandits in this area.
It's been quiet for a few days.
Beautiful
What the
album.
hell are you doing here? I thought I'd find you in Jackson.
Been trying to bring the plant back to life.
We had it working before.
Hey Tommy, give me a hand with this.
We have electricity.
That's coming up.
Bad. We'll get her running again.
No way. You guys have horses.
We got a whole lot of them.
Hey, Tommy, give me a hand with this.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
I don't know why I rag on that guy
He
so
likes
hard.
when you cut his ears. You ever ride one?
I actually have.
You know, if you want, we can take him riding later.
That'd be awesome.
There.
Hey, thanks, Tommy.
No sweat. All right, let's continue the tour.
Earl?
Yeah?
Why are you here? Weren't you supposed to head back this morning?
Still waiting on Hauser and the rest of the boys to relieve me.
No, you know, we'll be fine. Just go home to your family.
It's just a couple more hours. I'll tough it out.
All right, well, take it easy.
Oh really? Roger? I don't know, this is something about the way he says it that just sounds kind of funny to me.
Maria,
Yeah, go ahead.
we're in the control room. Steve's about to start it back up. You want to come check it out?
I'd rather eat with Ellie.
You guys have heard my theory
It's my
before,
turn
right?
Anyway. I'll go.
That
Come with you. Go with Maria.
Gustavo's character is Maria's dad that helped
Come on,
found
Ellie. Let's give
the
boys some
community.
space. I'm sending Tommy over. Stand by.
This will be the 6th time of them trying to get the turbines back online.
Because of
Been here just a
the
week.
Buckley connection.
Feels like forever. I got something for you. Last year I went back to Texas, back home. Most of our stuff is long gone. Most of it. Here. It's a little faded, but it still looks pretty good.
I'm good.
You sure? I mean,
I've said I'm good.
okay. I'll hold on to it for you.
Tommy, I need to talk to you. Privately.
Yeah, okay. Let me just check on my guys real quick. Come on.
All right. And I don't know Diet Waffles about the view of the falls because I'm not familiar with that, like what you named. You said the Teton Falls. Like I'm not familiar with that. Supplements. How many do we need? Do our final weapons weight. We are 30 supplements away. So that's cool. Alcohol. Mind if we do? Oh, weird. I can't turn on my flashlight in this part of the game. Very strange. Okay, it's not... I need to shake it. It's just... I can't turn on my flashlight. I feel like I'm Nathan Drake or something. Nathan Drake and his selective flashlight that he turns on. My real fundamental issue with Uncharted. I actually like Uncharted.
I don't know what you heard.
It's just that Uncharted's a totally different level, far and away from my
town. We're over 20 families strong.
the way that The Last of Us like resonates with my soul.
So
So you have like the resonating with my soul level of enjoyment, and then, you know, okay, that's okay, you know. It's that kind of difference for me.
Remember how we thought no one could live like this anymore? We're doing it.
What do you do for protection?
Adults take turns guarding the perimeter. We even got an electrified fence when the plants are.
Hey, you still got to deal with infected though, right?
Who doesn't? But it's the world we live in.
What's
Maybe you don't
up,
have to.
Sophia? I'm glad to see that you have
sound like
survived the
Marlene.
realm of the meetings. There's Buckley.
Hey, buddy.
That's Buckley. Not much of a guard dog,
That's a good boy.
but he's good to have around.
But that's part of my theory, because we have Buckley here, so we know that this is a group that's detached from Jackson. They've come out here to the Teton Dam to get it running. And my theory that Buckley is here with Maria because he is her dad's dog, or, you know, that family's dog. And my theory is just a little fun fan theory that Gustavo is sitting in the middle of Jackson like he owns the place in a rocking chair with a banjo, and Buckley is sitting next to him. So that's my little fan theory, that Gustavo's character is actually her dad and probably the lead elder, because Tommy tells us that Maria and her dad set up this community that they have. So the Buckley connection. And I mean, wouldn't that be badass if like Gustavo actually had a character in the game that we get to see in part 3 and like with dialogue and shit? Even if they don't use like Gustavo himself, like mocap, the different voice actor, but they're using his likeness as the character, I think that'd be a great tribute. Since Gustavo is kind of, in some ways, kind of like the soul of the world with his music. I just kind of thought that would be kind of cool. Yes, we found Tommy, Sophia. Tommy and Maria. There's some supplements there.
I think we got it this time.
Supplements!
You don't believe us?
I didn't say that.
I'll bet you $1 million it works.
Sure. Make it 2.
Oh, I can turn on my light now, guys.
They just need to finish putting the shield back on.
Yeah, words darker than their wings says, same here. Other games are enjoyable. I'm actually playing Red Dead Redemption 2, but nothing hits quite like The Last of Us. So Red Dead Redemption 2, for me personally, is the only other game I've played that's up there on the same level. Like Arthur Morgan's whole arc, no spoilers. If you can do a morality thing, you can be bad Arthur or good Arthur or whatever. I find it really hard to do. I even played it a second time trying to do all the evil choices. I just couldn't do it. It just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's like a Western opera. Like when you play Red Dead Redemption 2 from start to finish, you're gonna feel like you've read this amazing Western novel that's about that thick. Like, it's just, wow. Like, that's how immersive it is. And that's the only thing I would equate, and I can't choose between them. If you say, what's your favorite game? I'd say it's a tie between The Last of Us Part 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2. An absolute tie. I can't choose. My brain doesn't work that way.
Let's do this.
Ooh, Roger, I didn't know that. Roger says, like Death Stranding, where they used Guillermo del Toro's likeness, but was played by Jesse Corti. I didn't know that. I just thought it was Guillermo. I thought that was him talking. I didn't know that they just use his likeness. Today I learned. That's fucking cool. I played the first Mass Effect Blade Runner ages ago, and I played it all the way through. Mass Effect doesn't resonate with me like it does for everyone else, so you know, it's just one of those things. Mass Effect is very beloved, but it just didn't resonate with me the way it did most people. Okay, holy shit, guys, we have 524 parts. Oh, did I miss a tool? Isn't there a toolbox here? Before I go past the point of no return, I think there's a toolbox. And I don't want to miss it. Or should I wait? So, this is going to get destroyed by the hunters, right, guys? This workbench. The hunter's going to come in, and if we don't use it now, and I'm fine with being patient, but I want to... No, hold on. Don't do the thing yet. I can't run. He's stuck in granddaddy mode walking around right now. But I thought there was a... You guys have been giving me such stimulating conversation that I haven't been paying as close attention. Okay, he can run now? Okay, he slows down again. Did I miss the tool? Oh, there's a manual I was gonna miss. Jeez. Smoke bombs? Okay, smoke bombs we actually do craft, because they don't cost binding or blades. Let's just see what we can do here. We still won't upgrade anything that we've got a ton of parts though. Okay, we don't really care about clip capacity for the weakest weapon. Care about that. We might take a look at that. We got the Shouty and the El Draco Malfoy to upgrade. Oh, I must have grabbed it because I can upgrade armor piercing, so let's do that. Okay, so now we have some armor piercing stuff in the rifle. That's good. Okay. Ooh, recoil and range. So I think range will actually come in really well. Because I think some of the shots that I did on some of the clickers weren't kill shots because they were just out of that range. So. Alright. Shouty. We gotta upgrade Shouty. Recoil spread. We've got a lot of parts. I'm gonna upgrade some of this. Kind of make it tight. Alright. Ooh, armor. Oh, shit. None of the good stuff can we upgrade on the El Diablo. I didn't miss a toolbox, did I, guys? Hope not. Alright, I think we're going to save. It sucks that we can't get the armor piercing upgrade for the El Diablo. We definitely have the parts for it. Okay, we're going to hold off.
Yeah, that looks good.
Man, was there a toolbox sitting in that room when he gives him Sarah's picture? Or should I say try to give him? He tries to give him Sarah's picture? Probably not. What's up, Buckley? I'm going to run back real quick like a true... I won't be able to go through that door. Door's closed. Bye, Buckley. You know, there's a brick over there.
Okay, that's good. Lower it. Slowly.
My name is Joel, and I always walk around with my flashlight on.
All right, that's good.
Sorry if I'm blinding you.
Go.
Good to go.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Not now, McAfee Security Scan Plus.
Nice work, boys. Somebody get on the horn and give Maria the good news.
I don't think y'all... Whoa, what's Tommy doing? He's tripping out over there. Look. Tommy. Brother? He's been possessed by Henry's spirit. Yes.
It's pretty impressive. Looks like you're out $2 million.
Tommy? Hello? Hello? Henry got a hold of Tommy. Oh, my Lanta. Brother? Bro? Yes, Charles, how are you doing? And yes, thank you once again, Sophia, for gifting him the sub yesterday. You guys are amazing. Bro? Tommy. It's funny, and all the times I've played this game, I've never encountered these bugs. So this is really interesting to see them happening. That Eastern Age. And I'm trapped in slow-mo walking mode too. You're doing well, just working and making some calls. Right on, we appreciate the lurk, man. Right on. So where is Tommy supposed to take me? Hey Tommy, come give me a hand with this. Progressing the game. Oh, do we... This is like where we get hit, right? Or no, we go back and meet the girls. I'm stuck in slow-mo walking mode too. Sophia says I can only hope for the same trippy bugs in my next playthrough. I need some possession to spice it up, you know, right? It does make it more fun, the possession, and it's fun to be able to put new skins on our characters, and God, guys, if they would let us do that for Ellie and Abby and their companions, imagine us getting to dress up Dina and Lev. Oh, that would be so much fun, because we love replaying The Last of Us Part 2. And it'd just be so great to be able to put different skins and also have incentive to keep playing it again and again and again, which we already do. We played it over 20 times. Brother? Are you okay? Alright, so I think he's not going to reset. So I do want to just go ahead and record the Tommy glitch, since, you know, why not? Tommy glitch. Do that. Back it up a little bit.
That looks good.
So hopefully I don't have to do all the upgrades again. Restart encounter 3 minutes ago. So hopefully the 3 minutes was not, let's just restart it.
You see that?
Pretty impressive.
Okay, cool, we're good.
Looks like you're out $2 million.
I can barely hear Joel.
All right, Joe. Let's go talk.
Maybe this is where the toolbox is. Because we need that toolbox to be able to upgrade
What the crew you got here?
El Diablo.
Yeah, they're good men. This place gives them a second chance.
That would be awesome, Richard. How are you doing, by
Give us
the way?
all a second chance.
You know, Richard, I saw somebody posting the Ghost David glitch on the Last of Us subreddit last week, and I thought that was so cool. I'd never seen it before, and now you're mentioning the Ghost David glitch. That was really cool. Like Ellie was just in the restaurant by herself, and you hear David's voice like really far away, you know, saying stuff like, you can't hide everywhere, or you can't hide, you know, the shit he says when he's trying to find you. And it was a really cool and really spooky. And I guess, Richard, they were saying that that glitch happens if you pretty much race through the snowy area and zip into the restaurant in one go, that a lot of times he's still outside. So there's some type of bug, some type of disconnect. That's really cool. I hope we get Ghost David, because it would be so fun to experience. The David glitch lets you keep your brick/bottle. What do you mean by that, Richard?
So why'd you leave Boston?
The things we need to know.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
I'm actually going to be right back, guys, because I just took the final sip of my café, and you guys know that's a crime. So I'll be right back, my friends, and we'll do a raffle too. All right, thank you for that, Roger. Appreciate you. Right, let's do this, my friends. I don't always get Ghost David, but when I do, I get to keep my brick or bottle, right? All right, little brother.
That little girl.
Well, go on then.
She's immune.
Immune to what?
Immune to what?
Come on.
I know. I've seen her breathe enough spores to take down a dozen men, and nothing. Now, I wouldn't have believed it neither, but I can show you.
All right.
Immune to what?
Why bring her here?
I was supposed to deliver to the Fireflies. The way I figure they're your boys. You finish the job, you collect the whole damn payment.
I haven't seen a Firefly in years.
You know where they are. Now, I'm not asking for much, Tommy. I just want some simple gear, enough to set me on my way.
What makes you think I'd do this for you?
This isn't for me, Tommy. This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now. You ain't talking about some walk in the park here.
Jesus, boy. Have Maria get some of your born-again friends to do it.
They got families, too.
Tommy, I need this.
You want some gear?
He needs to continue to not process his
but I ain't
feelings.
taking that girl off your hands.
Oh, so healthy.
This is how you gonna repay me, huh?
Repay you?
For all those goddamn years I took care of us.
Took care? That's what you call it? I got nothing but nightmares from those years.
You survived because of me.
It wasn't worth it?
I bring you the cure from mankind, and you wanna play the pissy little brother.
We ain't back in Boston. You lay your hands on me again, it won't end well for you.
Priceless.
The hell is that?
We're under attack. You still remember how to kill, right?
Yeah.
I love the the kind of confirmation bias that kind of that we see, and kind of the art of The Last of Us Part 2 kind of shows us that, you know, all the gymnastics everybody does to try to invalidate what the Fireflies were doing. They go on at length with bad science, by the way, on how the Fireflies couldn't develop a cure, how it's impossible to develop a cure. for a fungal vaccine, for a fungal parasitic infection, because they try to dance around the pedantic term of vaccine, which that's a whole different story. But it's interesting because Joel even here says, "I bring you the cure for mankind," and then just the confirmation bias to reinforce the decisions that he made and all the people that he killed to save her. You know, he believed it too, but he has to justify to himself, why he did what he did. I find it interesting when you see it'd be a lot different if the whole time, as he, if the whole time he like didn't believe in it or said this is impossible. What's up, Oz?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Thank you so much, bro, for the 11-month resub. We are watching out for snakes. I don't know what that third emoji is though, but it looks like some femme fatale from the 1980s, maybe, with wind blowing in her hair. I don't know. What am I looking at? Oh, is it Thor? Quite the opposite of a femme fatale from the 80s.
Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
It's action time, guys and gals. We are like severely out of ammo. Oh, there's boys up there. Is that his body clipping through that barrier? I think it is.
Let's get a move on!
Can I search them for ammo first? Brother? How you been, Oz? Good to see you, bro. Okay. Alrighty then. We must be more careful.
Shit! Bandit! Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
It's time. Oh. I am gonna restart the encounter because every shot counts.
Shit!
Let's do this.
Stop him! Don't let him into the building!
I wonder if we can kill him in one shot. Yes, we can. Oh my goodness, Daniel, you can't aim for anything today.
Shit! Bandit! Stop him!
What's
Don't
up,
let him
Bob?
into the building!
Okay, that guy's down. Bob says, I have a potential counter to that point. I think one could see that as Joel trying to convince Tommy to take Ellie off of him. Yeah, that's fair. But also, earlier in the game, another kind of revelation to it. This is good stuff. I should probably just make this a video too. But it's really stimulating and fun to be able to talk to you guys about this too. The other thing too, though, that kind of reveals once again what he really thinks. He scolds Ellie early on, and he even says, "Do you have any idea what your life means?" and that kind of shows the hand. It kind of tips the hand to what's actually going on inside, you know. And he says it so convincingly. It's not a manipulation. Like he's getting onto her because, you know, from his perception, she's putting her life at unnecessary risk when she's valuable. So that's my response to it. But it's all interesting discussion. All very interesting discussion. What's up, Ava? How are you doing? These guys are going to keep missing until I use my resources to take them out. Clearly. We are at the dam meeting Tommy and Maria. Bro, out of my way. I gotta have armor. Glad to have you with us, Ava. So there we go. We do have some stuff. None of these guys are dropping loot for us. Yeah, see, look, guys, they smashed our workbench. These guys. I've been pretty good, Ava. How about you? You say that it's been a while because you've been in school, but decided to join since nothing's going on in class. Cheers to that. Just don't let us distract you. Oz, what concert did you go to on Tuesday night? These are the things we need to know. Was it that badass Norwegian metal band that you sent me some videos on a while back? They were pretty badass. Forget their name, you'll have to forgive me, brother. Where are the rest of these guys hiding at? Oh! Nobody grabs me like that.
You guys see anything? Let's get to the bridge.
In this moment.
They're breaking into the building.
Can you get out of there?
Very curious.
No, we're trapped.
We're gonna come to you. Just stay.
Roger says, good thing they evacuate Buckley in time, apparently. No worries, Roger. Yes. Yes, I'm very glad too. Buckley doesn't look like much of a fighter, so he's just a good boy. Damn, that coffee's good, you guys.
Maria, God damn it.
Okay, so let's reload this. We still don't have a whole hell of a lot of ammo. There's an axe right there. Let's take it. I think the axes are insta-kills, right, guys? Here come the hunters. Broski and the hard hat's on the wrong side of the cover. We've only got a few rounds left, my friends. Oh, that's cool, man. You might actually go to Europe to see them. That's freaking rad, man. Are these guys not going to aim until I peek? Let's see. I believe I have one Molly. One Molotov. Question is, when's the right time to use it? Well, I guess we're gonna creep forward. Ain't nobody wanting to come out there hidey holes. Did someone say creep forward? survive. That just ain't gonna do. I kind of used the wrong gun on him. Let's restart the encounter. You know. I still got my hatchet. Since the El Draco Malfoy is not upgraded to be armor piercing yet, they are like single shot body kills to the unarmored enemies. So that's what we're gonna use. That's cool. So you're on vacation? Oh no, I guess this is your first day back, Oz. Hopefully having a good day. Good day back. Okay, he got hit. More dudes. And a sniper. Whoa. He like threw that molly to heaven. I'm gonna see if I can't get close and brick and hatchet this dude and save my... There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did these home sauces come from? We will go ahead and heal ourselves. I don't think we'll survive another one of them blasts. Oh, he's down there.
That's all, those sons of bitches.
All right.
We gotta get to the girls. Right behind you.
Right behind you. As soon as I metagame loot all of the fallen. Wouldn't it be hilarious if there was like a comical game where like, they talk like that? Or just another mode of play where they've recorded all this other kind of funny dialogue that you can do a humor playthrough and like it just... That's a bunch of shit like that. Okay, we have no throwables, so we'll go ahead and take the bottle if there's no bricks. Bricks are my preferred throwable in this game. You know, there's a day coming very soon in gaming where the ragdoll physics are going to be more realistic, and we're going to miss the days when we could see stuff like that, see people fall in these unnatural positions with their limbs all in Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy positions. We're going to miss that because instead they'll have more realistic physics of how bodies fall. And we're going to miss all this ragdoll stuff. You know. Alright, before we go through, let's metagame, make sure that we've got stuff ready. I don't think I'd use the bow in this instance, but got revolver ammo, didn't we? Good. Yes, words. The first rule of The Last of Us, always carry a brick. My brick is perpetually named Mr. Brick, right? It's pretty good. Brick fucking master.
Joel, do your thing.
Do my thing.
Holy shit!
Did that guy just freak out because he saw Joel running at him? I'm gonna record that. Holy shit. That dude like saw Joel running and was like, oh shit, and he like turned around and booked it. Hey, I do the same thing if I saw fucking Joel Miller running at my ass. It's funny because Tommy was like, Joel, do your thing. NPC running shitless from Joel is what we'll call that. That was fucking hilarious. Oh, that was so good. That made my day right there. Oh shit. Oh shit! That's a great way to spin the last bullet. Hello. El Diablo, 3 rounds. You love to see it. Let's load this bad boy. Oh shit, he dropped ammo too. Oh, this is Christmas time. That's my favorite time of the year. Oh, badass Ellie just shot him. I don't see anybody else in there. Some dude was like, you'll pay for that. Oh, he's shooting at somebody. Donde? Where are you hiding? Okay, oh. Yeah, that might be when you pass through there, the cutscene happens or something. I want to make sure I loot all these broskies. Oh, somebody's shooting in there. Bye. Oh, there it is. Ellie's like perforating this dude. Okay, he's wearing armor. Not fuck around with the El Diablo ammo. Oh! Guy's been shot like 16 times. Oh my goodness. I just missed 2 shots. Because their ineffective perforations are not killing him, but they're moving him out of my way. That sucks.
Maria?
Got 1 bullet left. Cool.
I was too damn close.
Oh, well, this kind of makes up for it. Oh no, before I can loot it! Cutscene.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh man, they were coming in from every direction. Then Maria was like, "We gotta run!" And so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
God damn it. I need to talk to you.
Absolutely not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
Maria, I can't have this hanging over my head.
Do you have any idea how many men we lost here today?
Hey, what's that all about? Does that have anything to do with me?
Talk about it later.
Did he tell you where the lab is?
We'll talk about it later.
Later. Right.
One fuck up and then I turn into one of those widows, okay?
I have to do this. I don't know what else to say.
Fine.
Maria.
Here we go.
You. If anything at all happens to him, it's on you.
Your wife scares me.
She's thankful, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take that girl of yours to the Fireflies. You don't have to worry about it.
It's best this way.
You know, maybe some real good will come of this.
I need to talk to Ellie.
Say again, I didn't hear you. Joel!
What is it?
That girl of yours. She took one of our horses and rode off.
Damn it. Which way?
Come on.
Brothers right again.
Go back inside.
That's one of the beautiful things about part 2, man. Is when you think about, you know, obviously how tumultuous the brothers' relationship was, how it ended, like, I don't ever want to see your face again, and then they almost get into it again. And then, you know, at the end of all this, when they come back to live in Jackson, you can just tell, like, they're thick as thieves. They really bond. They go on all their patrols together, even like from the beginning, whenever Ellie and Joel settle there, to the end. You can look at the logbooks, and of course, as we see them whenever they cross the paths with the WLF, you know, they're really tight, and they really bond, which makes it, you know, to me, that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's not a sad thing. You know, with everything that happens to Joel, I think one of the beautiful gifts of it is that they're able to mend their relationship. You know, all that stuff that happened, you know, he's like, I still have nightmares from those years, and Joel's like, I kept you alive. It's beautiful that they were able to transcend that and just to bond, you know, for half a decade before karma catches up, you know.
There.
Yeah.
The tracks.
This music! So beautiful.
She couldn't have gotten far. We'll find her.
Don't worry.
Stubborn kid.
She usually pull these stunts.
Nothing like this. What's going on?
It's stuff like this that makes me want an open world The Last of Us game. I know that's not their style. I know they don't do those types of games. But man, guys, we got an open world The Last of Us game, like on par with Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, this would be amazing.
She didn't go down this way.
I wish they would at least entertain the thought. Even if they want to do it surrounding completely new characters, you know, they don't have to do any part of Ellie's story in an open world game. Just, you know, a different set of characters for us to fall in love with. I mean, think about this, guys. We played part 1, we fell in love with all these characters and their story and everything else. We didn't know Abby, we didn't know Manny, we didn't know Lev, we didn't know Yara, any of these other characters. And they introduced these new characters to us, and then we fall in love with them, you know what I mean? So I'm confident that the same team could just tell any human stories in this world, and we would, you know, relate to these characters, see reflections of ourselves in these characters, and we, you know, fall in love with a new cast. So I would just love to be able to experience The Last of Us in an open world environment. You know.
Ellie, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Sophia. It's just beautiful. And that's another reason I highly recommend that album that he released, Camino.
Get on her.
Beautiful, beautiful music.
4 tracks.
Okay, good.
To immerse thine soul in. Alright, here are the bad boys.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I've been a bad boy.
Too goddamn many.
Alright.
Go around, I'll cover you.
What are you doing? You're running from this guy.
Let's do this.
Oh. I missed my chance. I hit the button too late. Run. I'm stuck on something. That sucks. I took a hit that I shouldn't have taken. Oh, do that, buddy. Oh, you're at the same spot? Give me that molly you had. Ow! My shoulder got blown off. Okay, let's start over. Hold on, looks like I missed some really good conversation. Words Darker Than Their Wings says, it's hard for me to tell people about these games without making it sound so dark that everyone thinks I'm mentally disturbed. Your descriptions and observations help me express. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, it can, I can totally see what you mean. Yeah, but there's just so much about the human condition in these games, as we all know. It draws us to them. Charles says, I would love to have a farmhouse on some land like the one where they find Ellie hiding. Yes, oh my god. That homestead where we find her is just so beautiful. Sophia says to Words, I feel the same way. Hard for me to portray my love for this series to someone who has no idea, right? What is up, Anna? Good day to you. So glad you could come hang out with us today. Hopefully everything is going well in your neck of the woods. Bob says, to be honest, I just want The Last of Us farming simulator set on Ellie and Dina's farm. That would be a fun fucking mini game, wouldn't it? And we would all play it. We would all buy it. We would all spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours playing that game. Wouldn't we? That would be great. All right. Beautiful. So there's a home sauce right there. Nope. Molly man. Hold on a second. Restart this and pay closer attention to what we're doing. There's another Molly man very close by. No, he's... Okay, cool. That means they don't know where I'm at. We might be able to conserve material. Oh, never mind. Homeboy saw me. He looks like a fully armored fella, too. Oh! Hello. Serpentine. Give me the shorty. Shit. That's alright. I hate forgetting I got this fancy shorty gun. Actually, don't switch that one. Switch this one. Reload it. It's totally empty. 1 hit point. Tommy's just walking around. Oh shit, he shot me from around the corner. What the fudge? Oh. I'm the only one that can cheat, not you. There we go. Actually, turn on my light again. And I don't realize in the middle of a firefight that I have turned on my light, which I know makes it kind of occasion. Idar y lugar. No loot for me after all that trouble and all your around the corner cheating? Unacceptable. We have any... Yeah. Go ahead and craft this too. See if there's any candy bars laying around or any big cans of baking powder, because Joel loves to consume a large can of baking. Yum, yum. Calumet, anyone? Hey, baking powder! Yummy. No loot. Bob says, watching this just reminds me of how little I think this game needs a remake. Don't get me wrong, I love this game, but I absolutely can't wait for a remake. I'd love to see everything in updated graphics. I mean, let's just take a moment to think about how beautiful Part 2 is. How amazing the characters look. How amazing the environments look, guys, when we're going through Seattle, Capitol Hill, and just that level of detail and that level of a facelift to this game. Yes, please. Also, some of the prone mechanics and things like that in combat, and slightly tweaking the environment so that you can use the prone mechanics and things like that. Oh yes, please. Please, I would absolutely invite such a redressing of this amazing experience. But this is still fun to play. The original that we love. And the other thing too is, no one's going to take this away from us. You know, even when the remake comes out, we can always go back to the old school original and play it. Alright, I think the jury is in. Oh, this is the only loot we get right here.
Come on.
Some shorty ammo. You can believe it. Al, don't run over me. That was almost traumatic. Kind of bummed out by how little material we got back from these boys.
She's yours.
Sophia has gifted a sub to Words Darker Than Their Wings. Thank you so much for that, Sophia.
Track speed going this way.
You are amazing.
So they didn't get to her.
And there you go, Words. Access to some fun emojis. Excuse me. music. Airy strings and bass. I wanted this song, even a new rendition of this song, to play in part 2. So bad. I hope it comes back for part 3. Because to me, like, this song, Airy Strings and Bass, especially the title screen version of it that has those other layers of instruments that they're not including here, to me, like, that's the anthem for The Last of Us. You know, it doesn't matter what story you tell in this world, what characters you have, new characters, old characters. It's kind of like Star Wars. You know, when we hear that fanfare, when we hear that music play, it's really appropriate. And I kind of felt like Airy Strings and Bass was that for the Last of Us. So a small part of my heart was broken not to hear it in part 2. This homestead.
Look, by the ranch. That's our horse. She's got to be there.
This piece of music is called Airy Strings and Bass. I'll type it in chat. That's what this song is called. It's my favorite piece of The Last of Us music. Hidden Pines Corral. You know, for as big of a fan as I am, and as many times as I've played these games, I don't have the names of these locations memorized. Like Hidden Pines Corral, and then, what was that? The name of the trail when it cuts to this scene. I was thinking these would be good trivia questions to get me on. Because, like, I don't know them. Whenever this whole chapter begins and Ellie and Joel are walking on the trail, it says Jackson, Wyoming, and then below that it said something like something Snake Trail. Like, I don't have stuff like that memorized. So it's really
Area looks clear.
Interesting stuff. Time for, in my opinion, the most emotionally powerful scene in this whole game. This scene between Joel and Ellie.
Be careful.
Ellie?
So this also reminds me of Joel's house in Jackson.
Christ.
I am going to search the house for material before we go up to talk to her.
Reckon you guys need to have a chat.
I've never done a comparison, because you know, Joel decorated his house, right? Obviously with things that he looted in the surrounding area, or things that he traded with other Jacksonites with. I wonder if he did come back here and take anything out of this house. I wonder if we can find anything here that's might be indicative of that. That's just not recycled assets. Obviously, if we see stuff in here that's assets that we can find in quite a few homes, then it kind of doesn't count. But if there's something unique to this house that is actually in his, that'd be kind of cool. Look at the peppers. They look really fresh. The house actually looks pretty clean, all things considered. Gigantus. Yeah, I don't think there's any loot. But it's cool to run around the house real quick. And before we... We'll need 25 supplements. Check our weapons. Sure that we have stuff that's... Yeah, all of our long guns are empty. We just got the bow. Up we go. We will see if we find any.
I bet Elliot liked this.
0 points. Let's check it out. Savage Starlight. It's been 15 days since the travelers detected the uncloaked von Neumann. The attack killed most of the crew, and perhaps more importantly, it interrupted the reaction chain in the 0-point engine. At sublight speed, it would take 6,000 years to reach the travelers' homeworld. They are close, but not close. Hope seems all but lost for Daniela. Damocles Rising. Okay, Anna, so I'm not the only one that thinks it kind of has a similar energy, doesn't it? To Joel's house. Like it. No parts? Hey! Oh shit, guys, look, look, look! We found a quarter of a blade. We found some binding. Shit. Does this mean we're gonna have 3 fucking shivs, guys? Let's see. No, okay, only... That's weird. Because I had 2 shivs when I started this thing. But hey, we got 2 shivs. That means 2 shiv doors. We can go inside. So I'm excited about that. They must really like this painting, since it's in multiple places in the house. Totally not a recycled asset. It's just family like really likes that painting there. Ellie, this is the one that Ellie's in, huh? That's the window thing that she's in. Go back to the door I just skipped because nothing there. I think you only have 1 per shiv door. You need a full shiv for them? I don't understand. This right here says that I have 2 shivs. And they got the painting on a 2-for-1 deal, wink. Yes. Only 1 shiv door because you need a full shiv, but this says that I have 2 shivs. See, like I have 1 med kit, I have 2 shivs. 1 med kit, 2 shivs. So I don't understand. Oh, one of them at the bottom right has 1 of 3 uses. Where are we seeing that, guys? How come I cannot see this? Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. I see what you are saying. Okay. Now I'm a semi-smart person. I see the icon. Okay. With the 2, one of them only has 1 tick. Okay. Okay. I've only played this game how many times? Hey, alcohol. We'll take it. I don't understand the way game works. I never promised that I was a smart person.
Is this really all they had to worry about? Boys? Movies? Deciding which shirt goes with which skirt? It's bizarre.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Joel, he just like totally ignores all this shit that she's saying. He's just like, get up. We're leaving. It's like, oh my god, dude. Captain Cranky Pants. I'll be right back, guys. We'll do a raffle. The holy cup is empty. You guys know that's a crime. So we'll be right back. We're going to jam out to some Mitty Ditty. And all that kind of good stuff. And I'll probably restart the cutscene so we can start from the beginning and make fun of Joel for how mean he is from the beginning. I'll be right back. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do this, my friends. And... oh man, part 2 is the one? So... I don't see an option to restart the cutscene. That kind of stinks. I think part 2 has the option where you can like restart the cutscene. Which is great. That's continuous improvement. Very delicious. And nutritious. What I tell myself. All right. So we're going to resume the cutscene. Let's do this. Emotions time.
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
What's up, Misthos Dante?
Tommy knows this area.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And...
you are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone.
I remember watching an interview with Troy and Ashley, and them talking about this scene, and they're doing it, you know, going through it. And just something wasn't clicking. And, you know, they went out, took smoke breaks, and were talking to each other and just, you know, trying to make it work. And he said, as I recall, you know, Ashley, like, when she says, everyone except for you, when she, like, pauses and pushes him, and, like, that's what brought it together. It was, like, her just doing that kind of, that improv, or that kind of going with the flow, that kind of sealed up kind of, like, all the energy of the scene and kind of gave it a really good punctuation. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I remember him saying that they just kept going through it, and it just seemed like something was missing, or something wasn't quite right in the satisfaction of, as you go, you know, through the emotions of every stage of their exchange till Tommy comes in. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Two walking in.
I'm doing pretty good, Dante. Doing pretty good. We just having some fun.
Check down there. Where you at?
Rocco was telling me I have a higher chance of reclaiming arrows if I hit him in the head or the center of the back. So come back towards the open door. I have some freshly baked cookies. That caught him. Try it again.
Go check over there.
Come check on your bro. Come on, you have a home sauce to come check on. Wish I had some freshly baked cookies. Did he drop a really cool melee weapon? He dropped a machete.
Hang back. Watch yourself.
Hey, we reclaimed 1 out of 2. I'm not gonna complain too much about that. If we can get through this scene without healing, then we're good for college. They'll start with full health. It'll be iffy. I can't remember, guys, if it does an automatic cutscene after you kill the last one, or if you're allowed to search the house. Because if we're allowed to search the house, I actually want to keep this axe, and then I'll come pick up the machete. We might use it. Sophia. Real cookies, not an arrow to the head, to be perfectly clear. Of course. Damn it. I missed him with my cookies. The cookies are supposed to land in your mouth. Ow. This dude's a badass. Because he just went after somebody with his fists. Like, seriously, man.
I'm gonna look around over here.
Oh, fuck!
I was trying to do a hunt showdown hip fire, and it was like, why isn't he shooting his pistol? Because you have to aim in this game and fire. Oh wow, it's starting me here? Oh, that's not good. Because now the machete's gone. Damn it. Well, at least we have our cookies back. These are now cookies, thanks to Sophia. She put that idea in our heads. She gave us that inception. So for the rest of this playthrough, that's what arrows are. Where are you guys at? You're hungry.
What you got?
Oh! Oh! It makes sense. Oh. I'm gonna die again. I keep turning on that light. I am stubborn. I refuse to... Ooh, look at all of our blood sprayed all over the wall. I'm stubborn. I refuse to heal because I want to start the college with a med kit. Some people drop some... Oh, that's good. Oh, there he is. I forgot how to switch shoulders. Oh. Okay, well, Tommy got him.
All right. House is clear.
Okay, that's
Get back to the horses.
Thank you, Roger. Sorry, I saw that too late. All right. Good news is we don't have to worry about healing. Yeah, I missed, and then Tommy killed him, so hey, I don't consider it a wasted bullet. I'm just gonna pretend that I killed the guy. There's nothing to see here. I killed all of them by myself. Alright, let's head down and see if we can get our cookie back from this guy. Yes! Cookies. Okay. Good. I think that's it. No, nobody else to search. Go. That's it. In here. Yes, supplements. Ooh, we're almost there, guys. Will the weapon sway upgrade? Alright, it's time for our emotional epiphany.
We're clear.
It's really cool, too, because when they go up there and they're overlooking Jackson and they're sitting on the horses, and Tommy's like, you know, there's going to be kids watching movies tonight and things like that. And Joel tells Ellie to get on his horse. It's real. It feels right. And it's so interesting because I could see people kind of nitpicking and going, well, you know, he just had this scene with Ellie and he's just basically saying we're going to go our separate ways. But it feels right, you know, in the flow of it. Look at his expression.
You want a hand up?
Got it.
Just the nuances and the performances and the writing and everything is just... I had never seen anything like this in gaming back in 2013 when I played this for the first time. It's just beyond any of that. And I think it was important that she mentioned Sarah to him, even though he didn't want to hear it, because it kind of like, I think it planted that seed, and it made this small little hairline crack in this protective shell that he's, you know, built around his heart and his mind, you know. So they're having this slow ride, this, you know, up here while he's thinking about all this shit.
Ooh. There she is. Kids will be watching movies tonight.
Right, Sophia? Yeah.
Where is this lab of theirs?
It's all the way out, University of
Yes,
Eastern Colorado.
Roger. Yes. That was one of the things I love too, how he's just like openly talking about Sarah to Ellie and stuff like that, and he has her picture out and stuff like that. Oh man, that's like one little victory in the heart place.
Bighorns.
You know?
Ellie, get off your horse.
We're getting phone calls on a phone that should be silent. This is not allowed. Don't they know that we're having an emotional connection with a video game right now? Sheesh. Come on, real life.
Give it on back to Tommy. I'm gonna hang on to this fella, if that's all right with you. Go on, don't make me repeat myself.
What are you doing?
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Sorry for stealing your horse.
Well, come back to town. Let's discuss it at least.
You know me, my mind's all made up. University, Eastern Colorado. How do I find this lab?
It's in the science building. Looks like a giant mirror. You can't miss it.
Take care of that wife of yours.
There's a place for you here, you know?
You good?
I'm good.
Adios, little brother.
Adios, little brother. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, when they're walking in the Return to Jackson. Establishing shot. I love it. Little,
Give the ball to the other
little
team.
squirrel.
Right, it's called turnover.
And if you clear the 10 yards, then you're back at first down?
I
First
love
down,
hearing the
that's right.
squirrels bark
Man, it's confusing.
in my backyard.
Hey, you just gotta play it a couple times. It all makes sense.
All right. We made it to college. You can dismount the horse. Oh, you should say you can dismount Callus. Roger. Yeah, Joel must be very hungry. And Ellie too. Remember what she was saying? She was like, God, I'm so hungry.
Okay. None of these buildings look like a mirror to me.
Well, we'll head to Central Grounds. Should be able to see most of the campus from there.
I think there's some supplements over here. On the easier. There it is. It's still there.
Stay
Now,
with
well.
Callus. What kind of name is Callus, anyways?
Not my fault you forgot to ask Tommy his name.
Did she eat with Maria? Do we know that? 100%. 5 more supplements, and we will have our weapon sway fully upgraded. And then I don't really care about the crafting and the healing speed, but I guess, you know, it's kind of good to be able to heal yourself really fast, so we'll do that. I don't see any reason to do Shiv Master. Unless you guys do. Especially not for 75 supplements. Do healing speed. You guys want to know what sucks? Is that, so I pre-ordered the game, but I didn't have a PS3. I borrowed it from my buddy to play the game. And so, you know, whatever Sony account or whatever I created, you know, to play the game, I don't know, but I pre-ordered it and you had some like pre-order bonuses. They also had the season pass deal back then. They're like, get the season pass. So I did everything. I was so blown away by the trailers that I'd seen and everything else that I did the full kit and caboodle, right? Except for if there was a collector's edition, I wasn't really aware of that and didn't get anything like that back then. But the thing that sucks is I don't have any connection to that pre-order account. So I went years and I would actually borrow his PS3 every, you know, once a year or so and play the game like once or whatever. He didn't really use his console that much either, and I think I borrowed it for a long time. So by the time I finally got my own PlayStation, was a PS4 to play Red Dead Redemption 2. That would have been when I probably created my first Sony account. So like I don't have, there's like a couple of cosmetics too that are pre-order bonuses, and like I'll never have those even though I did pre-order the game, just because I never kept ties with my whatever original Sony account or however they managed that kind of thing back in 2013. I can't even remember. So I'll always carry that wound of knowing that I pre-ordered the game and all that stuff way back then, but I don't have anything from it. And I say that because when I was looking at his upgrade screen, it reminded me of what you get, what we got for pre-ordering. I remember you started with something was already maxed out on the upgrades, and I forgot what else we started with, but there was some weird stuff like that. I remember something on this screen was like automatically maxed out or already had like one or two things on it. I can't remember what it was.
Well, scoot.
It sucks. Oh, is that where they left? They left to go get something to eat. I wasn't paying attention because I am perceptive to some things, and other things I'm just like, my brain is like tuned out of it because that's the thing. Yeah, I agree, Bob. Yeah, I'm glad that they went more in depth. And if they even want to go further in depth on part 3, shoot, I'm all about it, y'all. But I do hope they, you know, I do hope they give us some skins, you know, for part 2. That would just be so cool to be able to put cosmetics on all the characters that all of our allies, and obviously our 2 protagonists. Be pretty amazeballs to be able just to put fun outfits on them. That would make us very happy.
Places, people would live here and just study, even though they were all grown up?
Yeah, study, party, and find themselves. Figure out what they wanted to do with their lives.
What they wanted to do with their lives.
Alright, there should be a toolbox laying around for us somewhere, right? And flamethrower, we get flamethrower, right? More pots. More parts. We'll do that last. Sophia. Maybe Joel had some delicious baking soda stored away. Yes. Oh, shit. Texans girl.
Are you a rooster?
With your 10-month resub. Thank you so much for that, Texans girl. How are you doing this fine Thursday? This fine day of Thor. More parts laying around. These are the things we need to know, Texans girl. And hey, I didn't say your name with a plural today. It would have been my 3rd day of slurring my speech. When you come to pay a visit, I think. You go upstairs to where the watchmen are. I could have swore, guys, that there's... Please tell me I didn't miss a toolbox. I will be heartbroken. Because that's how we upgrade the El Diablo, to be able to penetrate armor.
There was a lookout here.
That's a good sign.
Let's put this up. Sniper's Nest log. I'm gonna do real quick, guys. If thou'st will permit me. I'm gonna look it up online. I gots to know if I passed it up. Let's see. TLOU 1 toolbox locations. Let's take a gander, guys. Shall we? The Last of Us Remastered all toolbox locations. Survey says. Toolbox number 4. The University Science Building. Right when you enter this building, take main hallway all the way down in and enter a shiv door on the right. Fuck. The toolbox is inside a shiv door? It's a good thing we got a shiv. So we're going to need to definitely save, because I think we're going to get a shiv door before the science building. So I didn't anticipate that it was all the way in there. And then our last toolbox is in the bus depot at the highway exit, which means right before the giraffes. Oh no, after the giraffes when we enter the triage area with all the tents. Okay, that's where the last toolbox is. Okay, cool. You're doing great, Texans girl. Today is your Friday. Hell yeah. Cheers to that. Cheers to it already being your Friday. 3-day weekends are fun. See, Bob already knew. Bob already knew. Roger says, you missed the flamethrower downstairs. The toolkit is in the Firefly lab in a shiv door. See, I should have just looked at my own chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't see that, guys. I'm all looking on the internet and you are like telling me, you know, thank you for your help and apologies for my, well, for me. The flamethrower. Where is this flamethrower? There it is. Sweet. Alright. I love how Joel and Abby have the flamethrower, because I feel like Joel and Abby have a lot of similarities, a whole lot of similarities between their two characters, which is why the revenge scene, I think, is such a powerful nexus of energy between them. It's pretty cool that they both carry the flamethrower.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, you're leaving tonight for Florida? Hell yeah! I hope you guys have a badass trip, Texans girl. Alright, so we've got 374 parts. And we want to make the El Diablo, yeah, the clip capacity and the armor piercing stuff for that. So that's only going to be 75 points. And of course, it probably won't let us upgrade it all the way without toolbox number 5. So 105 points, because we'll probably want to do these two, right? Shouty. Nothing to upgrade there on the Shouty. The Shouty McGun. Flamethrower. Only do reload speed. We don't care about that. Range and power. Can't even do those yet. Okay, we have a lot of parts here. Be gone, bot. Wonder about the bow, guys. You can. Okay, we can't even upgrade that one more place. Raw speed. Alright, cool. And I think that's probably good to sit on until we get the... Yeah. Alright, cool.
Oh, there we go.
Alright.
Good back.
Go bighorns.
That's a giant ram. You guys were like some idol worshippers.
When it came to sports, hell yeah.
Indeed. I'm not a big sports person. I really never have been big into sports, even though I played like Little League baseball and, you know, Little League football and all that kind of good stuff. But
Time of year.
I always have a good time at a baseball game. Anytime I go to Minute Maid Park. And I always have a good time at a baseball game, but like I wasn't following the Astros or anything like that. I'm just like, oh, suddenly they're in the World Series. Okay. I'm a bad Houstonian. Don't make fun of me. But even though the beer costs a fortune,
I'll be here.
as long as we bring beer money, I can have a good time at the ballpark.
How many people do you think are there? Fireflies, I mean.
I reckon it takes quite a crew to run that operation.
Do you think there'll be other people my age?
I'm not sure.
I think they based this off USC. This college, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, what is it, bro?
Sounds like runners.
Stay with the horse. I'll go check it out.
You sure?
Yes, I don't want him running off. I'll be right back.
I hear the sound of quite a few people with a very, very severe headache. How about you guys?
Looks like someone jerry-rigged this thing.
make sure there's no hidden supplies in any of this before we go up here to engage all these. So this is one of those places where it can be very strategic to use a molly and take out a bunch of these fellers, which allows us to save a lot of our other material. And it sucks that I was able to take out the guys at the homestead without having to reload the cutscene or reload the scene. I would have been able to pick up that machete, but it's all cool. And what I'm finding myself really enjoying, you guys, about these harder difficulties is the mental game, the kind of like mental strategy. Well, if like I don't heal here, like the resource management, I guess. And whether you're able to succeed, pass or fail, it's still fun for me to kind of think about that kind of thing, about strategically how I'm going to approach situations, or what can I get by with, or let me restart the scene because I shot this armored guy with my El Diablo and it takes 2 shots to kill him, versus if I use my rifle, I can probably take him out in 1 shot. Like, things like that are fun. And I didn't anticipate enjoying that type of like strategy management, you know. It really uses a bottle. We might be able to snatch 1 or 2 of these wandering infected without alerting everybody. Should make it easier. What is up, Harley? How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. It is our mission to help these poor souls with their headache. Because these are infected runners, first stages, right? These should be fireflies, right? It shouldn't be college kids. College kids were 20 some odd years ago. Quite a few souls in there, afflicted with the blue. I don't even have a single throwable. Let's jump out here real quick, guys, and see if there's a bottle or something out here. That I should have made sure to grab one before. I didn't even realize. No, this is not my first time to play the game, Harley. We're, oh, Texans girl, you taking off? Hope you guys have a nice stream. Got to go back to work. Have a great shift, Texans girl, and cheers to you. Have a great shift and have a great trip as well. Thanks for stopping by on your personal Friday. But no, Harley, this is probably, I lost count over the years. This is probably a new 12th or 13th time maybe to play part 1. We played part 2 23 times, I think the current count is. Yeah, we're huge fans of The Last of Us here. Okay, so let's see if we can grab her. She's making the rounds. Oh, that was not a good thing to do. Heard me jump through. No bottles or any bricks in here? Nothing at all.
Looks like someone jerry-rigged this thing.
Oh, I gotta pick up these parts again. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna get a tattoo, Harley? That's awesome. Ellie's tattoo or something custom? Ooh, what does this say? We had to rig up the door to the generator upstairs. Please use it sparingly. I'm running out of gas. Right on. Yeah, it's really cool to see a lot of these folks with either Ellie's tattoo, or a lot of people are inspired differently. So maybe a lot of times they tweak it or customize it a little bit, and it's always really cool to see. It's If you're into sleeves and you're the Last of Us fan, I think it's a pretty badass one. Hey, supplements. Bottles of bricks. No. That's cool. Somebody try to start a fire or something, right? But one of the things we could do is wait for her to make her rounds and snatch her. She's one less infected we'll have to worry about. You shoot all these ones with the bow? That's not a bad idea. I only have 2 arrows right now. I'm sorry. I only have 2 cookies right now for the bow. But the thing is if I can throw a noisemaker in there like a bottle or a brick, we can get them all to run together, then we can torch them. Comes. Okay, so we can't really stealth up on her because she's going to get halfway alerted every time, so that's not going to work. She's hypersensitive to anything happening. You know what? I'm not going to pick up parts. I might restart again. So yes, Roger, she did not like my cookie. Well, to be fair, I threw my cookie like way far away over her head, so you can't really blame her. She may have liked it very well. Yummy. Oh man, cookie. Oh, there it is. There she is. Okay, I think we might be able to get these. Okay, we might be able to stealth all of them except for her. So let's move. Try and give her a cookie. Oh, weird. It gave me some type of listen mode shit. Oh. I missed my cookie. What's up, Rocco? Alright, we Gucci. What is up, Mr. Rocco? Man, no love or loot pour moi. And I lost a cookie. It's alright. I've been trying to take your advice, Rocco. And it's been working. To aim for the head when we use the bow to fire our cookies, because we are trying to deliver sweet, home-baked treats to the apocalypse and those most afflicted by this condition. Alright, so we're good there. I don't think there was... I can real fast. Alright, now we'll pick up the parts.
Hey, I was thinking, I would have wanted to be an astronaut.
That a fact.
Yeah. Can you imagine being up there all by yourself? Would have been cool. I'm just saying.
Get our little notes. And it's showtime.
What about you? What do you want?
Yes, Rocco.
When I was a kid, I used to want to be a singer.
A singer.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Sing something.
No.
Come on, I won't laugh.
I don't think so.
Joel, please.
Oh man, it just never ceases to warm my heart just to hear these characters bonding together. Very beautiful. Fills me with the warm emotion. Now it's time to see some monkeys. Some monkeys. Philip F. Hall. Bob says, I've got to go now, but it's been nice as always to hang out. Bob, thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate the stimulating discussion about this game that we mutually love. And thanks for coming to hang out, man. We'll catch you next time for sure. You have a great one, dude. Nathan S. Stadium. Not Nathan D.
Scooch.
Good.
Aw, are those monkeys?
Yeah, a whole mess of them.
A whole mess of them. Joel. It's a whole mess of them. Okay, I think there's something in this truck. And then we climb up in this little area over here. Oh my god, guys. 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 It's a blade. It's half a blade. I don't believe it. Alright, cool. We just need another half a blade and we can make another sheave. One more sheave. Grab. Alright, let's head over here so we can go inside and get on top. This is kind of crazy because I think it's a college student memorial hidden up in here, if memory serves. Like I guess when the outbreak was first happening. Yeah, see, loving memory. Because I don't think the Fireflies made this. I think this is from the students and faculty. Outbreak day happened. Parts. Love this world so much. Alright. It's time, guys. Weapon sway. There we go. So... are we agreed that there is absolutely no reason to upgrade Shiv Master? And if so, I think healing speed, don't you guys think? We just need 20 more supplements for that. So we just need half. Ooh, manual. Health kit upgrade. Health kits are now 67% stronger. Beautiful. Well, my thinking behind Shiv Master is that we would never really want to waste a Shiv on a clicker. So for me, that kind of invalidates, unless there's just something that I'm not thinking of, kind of invalidates upgrading Shiv Master. Unless there's something like, I don't know. You get Shiv Master, you can't melee clickers either. Can you explain that, Roger? Does it mean that when you go to melee them, if you have a Shiv, he just shivs them instead? Yeah, we don't want that. Ooh, no. Definitely don't want that. Okay. I think we've got everything from the memorial. Health kit upgrade is pretty nice. The monkey's like dancing up and down on the stairs over there. Hilarious. They're just standing in place, hopping up and down. This is what cordyceps does when it doesn't like transform you into a zombie. It just makes you dance and hop around in place. Clearly. Alright, let's go.
Scoot you on back. Alright, come on.
Look at these guys.
That was kind of awesome.
First time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey.
Get him.
Oh, interesting, Roger. If you try to melee them with the weapon, you instantly get attacked by them and have to use a shiv to not die. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want that shit. That does not sound good.
Seen someone by now?
Maybe these guys like to keep a low profile.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, look. Fireflies.
I see it.
This is good. First sign of fireflies.
Let's see what the optional dialogue is. Oh shit, we gotta be on the horse. Did we miss it?
Scoot back.
Oh man.
Scoot you on back.
I think I went too fast. Well, I screwed that up. Alright. Connect generator when not on duty.
Watch yourself.
You too.
Loader up in here. This is the dormitory, isn't it? Right?
There it is. This won't budge.
I love that the word dormitory is basically the sleepatory. Like that's what dormire in the Latin languages means, is to sleep. So it's like, you know, imagine if we just called it that, the sleepatory. Slammed here, must beef up the barricades. Affected. Slipping through here. Need to reinforce all stadium and bookstore exits. Alright, Sophia. Yeah. I like a nice cozy sleepatory. I don't know about you guys. Alright, what all goodies can we find? And if I'm not mistaken, we have to neutralize the bloater, because the bloater drops something, right, that we need? Drops a am I misremembering, or is that... I seem to recall he drops a firefly pendant, or... which we don't need firefly pendants. Or he... Oh, that's what it is, Rocco. Okay, he drops a firefly pendant. Okay. Yeah, we don't need firefly. As cool as they are to find. I always like firefly pendants, but they're non-essential.
Wonder how long you held out.
Yeah, if we can skip the whole fight, then we are going to skip the whole fight to conserve material. But we will definitely raid these dorms and see what we can find.
Damn it, spores.
Darth Vader time. Can y'all believe that we played through so much of the beginning of the game without the music on? What a fucking Derp Dan moment, right? Isn't that crazy? I love that note that played. It reminds me of music in The Shining. Alright, Mythos Dante, thanks for hanging out with us. And I hope you have a rockin' rest of your day, Dante. You have a good one. Things look so amazing. Hey, finally got a throwable. There's Bloaty. His ambient sounds are pretty awesome. Did not give you consent to suck my neck very much. It feels nice, but not when you bite that hard. Is there anything essential down here? Anyone recall? Okay. Bottle? Bottle? What did I just see? Yep. Thank you. If we need to, we can throw the bottle as a distraction. Just... may have to get some of these to move. Have to go towards the sound, my mushrooms. Go. How come that motherfucker didn't get disturbed? So freaking cool, man. Tension. What is up, Lucy? How are you doing? Oh man, that was fun. Oh, that was, I'm gonna record that. That was so cool. We might use it in something later. That was so cool. Sneaking past bloater. That'll be enough. There we go. Good shit, good shit, good shit. So cool, he's just standing there, breathing. And in celebration of the great tip you guys gave to me for sneaking, for avoiding that and saving material, let's do a raffle just for funsies, right? Doing pretty good, Lucy. We're just enjoying our survivor difficulty run and our training for grounded. And yeah, we're going to do a back-to-back playthrough. As soon as we finish this survivor run, we're going to do the grounded run. And, yeah. Yeah. Back with some warm green tea on this chilly day. That sounds so good. It's actually in the 40s where I'm at, so I am almost afraid to ask what the temperature is in your neck of the woods, Sophia, because it sounds like, I mean, I know that whole area is just totally frosty. What's up, Shaggy? Any news on multiplayer or DLC? Not that we're aware of. The last thing they gave us was on The Last of Us Day, basically telling us that they're working on it, and that's about it. Currently 46. In the 30s. Whew. Yeah. Too cold for me. I can do 40s as long as it's not super windy, you know? And obviously the less moisture in the air, the better. Oh man, once it start getting to the 30s, I'm done. And we're talking about Fahrenheit. I have no idea how to even conceptualize temperature in Celsius.
Let's try the gate.
You did it!
Yeah, come on through. Dude.
Those clickers. You think they were fireflies?
No.
I'm not sure, Roger. That's a pretty good question.
Why would they have infected so
But they were hiring for quite a few positions that were multiplayer and single player based, which is why I have the theory that the new factions is just going to be part of the TLOU 1 remake. I think that's what they're doing, is they're just re-releasing it, and the new factions is going to have these giant maps. I'm hoping everybody hears giant map and they automatically think like Battle Royale. But my thinking is they were probably inspired by Hunt Showdown, which I don't know if you guys know that game. It's one of my favorite games that isn't like a narrative-based game. And me and Rocco play it together a lot. But I made a whole video on my channel that hardly anybody watched about Hunt Showdown. But I'm really hoping that they were inspired by that to kind of take factions in that kind of direction, where you're on a giant map, you have AI to deal with, and you have, you know, enemy survivors to deal with, and you're trying to accomplish a goal and then get out. If they do something like that, it would be Death's Kiss. It would just, instead of losing myself in Hunt Showdown every evening, I'd be losing myself in the new factions every evening. You know?
close to the lab?
But
Well, Bill used them as a form of defense. Maybe they're doing the same.
Yeah, I could see that.
some green tea sounds really good right now.
No guards. No nothing.
Yeah, I'd expect to see someone by now.
I'm sorry,
Inside.
Ellie. What's up, Notorious? How are you doing? And you're like a wizard. You're never late. You arrive precisely at the right time. When you arrive is the right time. No need to worry there.
Have you ever been
My
to one of
friend.
these?
What, university?
Yeah.
No, not as a student, at least.
Why not?
I had Sarah when I was pretty young.
Were you married?
For a while.
What happened?
Okay,
Too much?
too much.
That's a story right there, because I am curious to know why it didn't work out, because he was so young. What's that, Roger? Okay, then why did Joel come here for? Very good question. Because he has a construction business, you know, he could have been taking some courses and something related to that. Alright, let's see who this is.
You better.
Eric Griggs, 111. I like the idea of Marlene starting the Fireflies, her and Anna. which I kind of go into in one of my prequel videos. And I like the idea of like Marlene and Anna being number 1 and number 2 and like having Firefly pendants. That would be like so freaking rad. I always lose Ellie, but I think now I know where she's supposed to be. Sophia! Oh my goodness, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Notorious Demise. Cheers to you, Sophia. Thank you so much for that.
You did.
I clack my black coffee against your, hopefully, mug of green tea. Cheers.
Scooch. Come on.
All right. I don't think there's anything hidden around here. I think we just do our dumpster thing.
Hey, what about over there?
Clink, green tea mug sound. Right in time to the hint.
Looks like a way in.
Absolutely. This looks kind of like a dusk map on Hunt, doesn't it, Rocco? The sky? Totally getting those vibes.
Go, Scoot.
Oh, hold on. On here yet. I also love, guys, how the kind of organic way this plays out. You think that you're moving the dumpster to like hop over something or whatnot, and then like he loses control over it and just knocks open the gate. I always thought that was a cool kind of organic thing to cut the gameplay.
Alright, not what I had in mind, but it'll do.
And he's saying exactly like what the player's thinking for the first time. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Rocco, I agree, man. Ellie, I'm trying not to run over you. Dear one. Nothing else laying around, right? No parts or anything? A quick sweep of the ground before we go up into the lab. And we luckily do have one shiv. Maybe we'll find half of a... You know what, guys? Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, I'm always kind of paranoid that I'm going to use a shiv material. I always want to make sure that what I'm going to craft isn't going to take away from that, so... This is kind of good going into the next parts of the game. Though, I have a question. Oh, somebody redeemed story time. Story time. We gotta do some story time. This is like a perfect this is like a perfect time before we go up into the lab to actually do story time. It has been a while. Let me get my little stuff, my stuff ready here for you guys. But yes, we will do some scary stories, even though we're not in the spooky time anymore, to tell in the dark, my friends. And it looks like Notorious Demise has redeemed this for Sophia, for gifting the sub. All right. We are going to... I'm going to share 2 stories in this. So, the first one is called A New Horse. Sorry, moving the microphone a bit here. 2 farmhands shared a room. One slept at the back of the room. The other slept near the door. After a while, the one who slept near the door began to feel very tired early in the day. His friend asked what was wrong. An awful thing happens every night, he said. A witch turns me into a horse and rides me all over the countryside. I'll sleep in your bed tonight, his friend said. We'll see what happens to me. About midnight, an old woman who lived nearby came into the room. She mumbled some strange words over the farmhand, and he found he couldn't move. Then she slipped a bridle on him, and he turned into a horse. The next thing he knew, she was riding him across the fields at breakneck speed, beating him to make him go even faster. Soon they came to a house where a party was going on. There was a lot of music and dancing. They were having a big time inside. She hitched him to the fence and went inside. While she was gone, the farmhand rubbed against the fence until the bridle came off, and he turned back into a human being. Then he went into the house, and he found the witch. He spoke those strange words over her, and with the bridle he turned her into a horse. Then he rode her to a blacksmith, and had her fitted with horseshoes. After that, he rode her to the farm where she lived. I have a pretty good filly here, he told her husband, but I need a stronger horse. Would you like to trade? The old man looked her over, and he said he would do it. So they picked out another horse, and the farmhand rode away. Her husband led his new horse to the barn. He took off the bridle and went to hang it up, but when he came back, the new horse was gone. Instead, there stood his wife, with horseshoes nailed to her hands and feet. That's a bit traumatic. I just have to tell you guys, we're going to do one more. What's up, Corey? How are you doing, man? I have to say, I didn't read these beforehand, so I'm like trying to stay in quote unquote, why the long face? I'm trying to stay in like narrator character, I guess, or reader character, and I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. I didn't read this beforehand. So, what is up, Corey? I'm so glad you're here for the slightly traumatic stories that we're reading. But yes, let us continue with one more tale that I haven't read beforehand. So, good God, where is this going to take us? I don't know. Let's see. Let's check it out. Oh, that's a disturbing picture. That's a disturbing picture. All right. A young woman in town married a man from another part of the country. He was a nice fellow, and they got along pretty well together. There was only one problem. Every night he'd go swimming in the river. Sometimes he would be gone all night long, and she would complain about how lonely she was. This couple had 2 young sons. As soon as the boys could walk, their father began to teach them how to swim. And when they got to be old enough, he took them swimming in the river at night. Often they would stay there all night long, and the young woman would stay home all by herself. After a while, she began to act in a strange way. At least, that is what the neighbors said. She told them that her husband was turning into an alligator, and that he was trying to turn the boys into alligators as well. Everybody told her there was nothing wrong with a man taking his son swimming. That was a natural thing to do. And when it came to alligators, there just weren't any nearby. Everybody knew. Early one morning, the young woman came running into town from the direction of the river. She was soaking wet. She said a big alligator and 2 little alligators had pulled her in and tried to get her to eat a raw fish. They were her husband and her sons, she said, and they wanted her to live with them, but she had gotten away. Her doctor decided she had lost her mind, and he put her in the hospital for a while. After that, nobody saw her husband or the boys again. They just disappeared. But now and then a fisherman would tell about seeing alligators in the river at night. Usually it was 1 big alligator and 2 small ones. But people said they were just making it up. Everybody knows there aren't any. The end. And thus concludes our story time this day. Thank you so much for that redemption, Notorious Demise. And as a gift to Sophia, and thank you once again, Sophia, for gifting that sub to Notorious Demise. You guys are amazing. And now we shall return to our regularly scheduled The Last of Us. Give me just 1 second, guys, because Someone is being quite persistent. Okay. Do. All right. How's life been treating you, Mr. Corey? It's so good to see you, brother. Beautiful. Good man, Corey says. Busy with work, but getting on okay. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, all things considered. Are you now in charge of the gaming floor at your company?
Give me your hand.
I remember a while back you telling us that I know that was kind of the future prospect, was you're going to be managing this whole kind of like internet cafe slash kind of gaming parlor location to this whole like very large store, right? Whatever it was, it sounded pretty badass. Hopefully that's all going pretty well. Holy cow, that's a lot of parts. Very nice. Wonder if we're gonna find any cookies. All right. Safety shower. Eye wash station. Oh, you're still in the footwear section? No worries, man. Yeah, I'm sure it will play out your way eventually, my dude. Hey! Oh, it's a quarter again, guys. Did y'all see that? A quarter of a blade. They are so cruel to us. Man, you know, the blades have been so rare in this Survivor run, I couldn't imagine them being even more rare and grounded. Which is why I wonder if it's the same on material, or if it's not, you know? Howdy Ava says, are you winning? You know, that's the question that
Fireflies!
parents always ask
Mankind over here.
us teenagers, you know, back when I was young, when we were playing tabletop role-playing games. They know that nobody wins. They're like, did you win? Did you win your game? That's what that always reminds me of, is playing tabletop. I used to game master like really major campaigns that would like go on for like a year. Okay, so where's the shiv door? I don't want to touch the workbench until we get the shiv door, but I'm afraid of taking them too far away and it like activates a cutscene or something and I can't backtrack to this area. So that's why I'm being kind of extra cautious. Okay, cool. This it? This is it. Here we go. Alright. The lecture room. There's the toolbox. We now have the second to the last tools. And, whoa. Yeah, Molotov's upgraded. I mean, that's nice. We don't really use them a whole lot, but always good. What else do you have? This, some fuel for the flamethrower. Supplements, but not a single blade, huh? You couldn't put a blade in here? I see how it is. Not a single blade. Ooh, 50 parts. I would say we are winning, Howdy Ava. That's what I would say, because I think we've been doing, by and large, I think we've been doing a pretty good job with resource management. The mini game of resource management that goes into these higher difficulty plays. And it's getting me geared up for Grounded. Giving us lots of ideas and things to be aware of when we go into the grounded run here shortly. We've been cutting through this pretty quickly, I would say. And you guys have been giving me some really great pointers as well. Some really great tips. Alright, now we can go back to our workbench. And upgrade our El Diablo to be armor piercing. Clip capacity. Not too worried about the fire rate or the reload speed that much. I did see a point in our last encounter before the homestead, but when we were fighting those hunters in the little side of the horse trail, I did see where I was waiting for him to finish his reload animation before I proceeded out of cover, and I realized that I was being exposed as they were moving, but fortunately he finally finished the animation and I was able to move forward. So, I mean, it does kind of come into play, and it's only 15 parts. Maybe we'll do that real quick. Shouty. Yeah, let's upgrade your spread. Flip capacity. Ooh, power. What does this say? Because the scope for this is already good. Upgrades the scope of the weapon? Am I going to be shooting somebody 2 miles away from me? I think we're good. I don't think that's parts we need to spend. Can't upgrade the power yet. Screw it. I feel like Joel making the choice to to drive into Pittsburgh. Screw it. Okay, draw speed. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I've got less than 100 parts left. Let's save it. Besides, most of these weapons, you know, Ellie's going to be using this bow. Right? Ellie takes his bow, and she takes what? His hunting rifle? What does she take? Help me out, guys. I'm brain farting. Because that's what we'd be upgrading, right? It's not separate weapons, right? Well, I know her pistol is separate. Right? I think we're good either way. Reload speed. Alright.
That'll do nicely.
Alright, let's keep calm and carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Ooh. What's this?
Nothing useful.
Ain't nothing here but a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo.
I don't get it.
Mumbo jumbo.
Looks like they all just packed up and left in a hurry.
Maybe not all of them.
Stay close.
No candy bars. I don't even think we're hurt though. I think we're still at 100% health. Yeah, I was pretty freaked out the first time I came up in here, just wondering what was going to happen. Monsieur Rogel. Look.
There are no bodies. That's good, right?
We find out where they went.
Parts. We will use these for later. Welcome back, words darker than their wings. My mother called. So of course I had to talk to her. Of course you do. But of chaos. Oh, no, no, no. Give me the brick. We are brick masters here. We really only prefer the bottle when we're trying to distract or summon to a molly toss. Supplement. Alright, healing speed. Perfect. I probably... Okay, I could have upgraded that a while back. Clearly, by how many I have left. Rick fucking master. Primarily where the hunter's gonna be going through. It's all the bottles and stuff. Oop! Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? It is! We can craft a shiv. Perfect. Alright, we good for the next shiv door, yo. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Hold on. I don't... There's an option to make all the sound come through the... I don't like it when it comes through the controller. I appreciate that they do some nifty stuff like that, but for me, I'd rather just hear it in the game, you know? Sheev! That's the poor bastard who got bit by the monkey, isn't it? Before we go there, I'm kind of going backwards. I don't want to trigger that. I think that's going to make the hunters come. So instead, let's continue to go through here. Sheev Palpatine. The Sheev door was a necessary loss. All right.
Shit.
The pacing in this game is on point, man. Because I don't know about you guys, but one thing that often makes me subconsciously disengage from the video game experience is when my brain is detecting patterns, you know, and I see things in a pattern structure. I love Ghost of Tsushima, but my brain picks up on patterns to its open world structure, so it kind of takes me out of it a bit. But here, the pacing of when you have an area to explore versus when you have an area that you got to stealth through, or an area where you got to fight hunters or you got to fight infected. They do, man, this perfect job of just blending it, and everything that you feel like you're about to do next, it's just like the appropriate thing for the energy. It just gives you a good flow to, okay, now there's a lot of tension, and then now we can kind of calm down a little bit, but kind of be on edge. We hear little sounds and stuff. So, man, just hats off to that design, because there's a lot of thought that's put into the gameplay and our experience as we're going through it, and I think this is just one of those hallmarks of that just done so well. Take a look at this. Sheesh. Why their heads are so soft. Like one more recorder in here, right?
Jesus. At least it ain't clickers.
Yeah. No fireflies either.
Sorry, Ellie.
Well, maybe in all that research, they turned into fucking monkeys.
Just keep searching, we'll find something.
Just want to give Ellie a hug, man. Order, I think. Can y'all hear that?
To be put down. Know what I say? Screw that. Made a bigger sacrifice than you, right? Anyone deserves to run free out there. Easy.
We're all fucking monkeys in shoes.
Oh no. Hit me.
Uh-oh. That don't sound good. Volume output disable controller. Thank you, Roger. Cool. Thank you for that. I don't know who Tim mentioned is Corey. Who is that? That was weird. Hold down console power button for improved audio.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were fucking things that giant wasted
Troll's
time.
gonna troll.
I'm not gonna do this anymore.
For the Alt F4.
You for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there, still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What? Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh!
It's time.
What the fuck are these guys?
It don't matter. We know where to go. Now let's get the hell out of here.
You know, it's in moments like that that I have a special appreciation for Joel's mindset. You know, she's like, who the fuck are those guys? And he's like, it don't matter. And like, you can see where that can come in really handy, just having that kind of tunnel vision to your survivor, and to also make yourself not be able to empathize with the other people. You know, you put these walls in place on purpose because your survival is really vital to being extremely careful about who you empathize with. David is a perfect example of that, and it's really, really cool. And it reminds me of this thing that I watched recently on Unilad, I think. This old British mobster, British gangster was, you know, kind of sharing some of his experience. And they talked to, you know, they asked him, you know, how could you do it? How could you, you know, shoot or kill people or I don't think they said kill, but, you know, like shoot people, kind of leaving it unspoken. Whatever happens after that. And he made it pretty clear. He said, well, first of all, if, you know, you're not doing this to civilians, you're doing this to people that are in the game, the same game that you're in. You know, you don't hurt civilians. But he said you dehumanize them. You know, you're not shooting a person, you're shooting a rat. You know, you're shooting vermin. He's like, because if you don't do that in your own mind, you wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to live with it. And so I see kind of parallels to Joel's kind of thought structure and how he allows himself to perceive the world. Oh, Sophia, you just missed the hunter shooting at us through the window, and Ellie being like, "Who the fuck is that? Fireflies?" And he's just like, "It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter who they are." And that's one of the actual virtues in his kind of really calloused worldview. As far as if you want to survive. I don't think I'd survive long. I mean, I'm not a rough and tough kind of person. I'm not very mechanically inclined. And I'm too empathetic for my own good. I would totally get fucked up. I would totally get fucked over by a David type pretty quickly into a post-apocalyptic situation. And I'm not that fond of shooting guns. Like, I'll go, you know, occasionally, you know, to the range with family. And it's just not something that does anything for me. Versus other people, I know it like releases endorphins and stuff. But for me, I'm just using this very loud, very powerful machine that, if not used safely and correctly, could hurt somebody. You know, so for me, I don't think I'm cut out for survival in the post-apocalypse. At least, you know, not long term. You know, I need to find my Jackson pretty quick. You know, spend the rest of my days, you know, writing stories or poetry or something. Definitely not going on patrol. I would not help the community that way. What did she give me? Oh, what's up, dude? Just sitting here talking to you. This is like, dude just runs in here. I love how he like politely stops. He's like, "Come on, let's do this." Oh shit. All right, let's go. Let's try this again. I have no idea what she gave me. Go ahead and load this up. Ow. They all got melee weapons. Bye.
Get the fuck off of me!
And his head's gone. We'll keep the axe. Where's a calamate baking powder can when you need one? We'll use one of these, that's fine. Go to full health. Alright, Notorious Demise says, "I gotta go, everyone. Have fun, and thanks for the stream. Special thanks to Sophia for the sub." Oh, Notorious, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will catch you next time. I'm not going to stream tomorrow, but I plan on streaming Saturday. So, that's the game plan. Alright, where are these home sauces hiding? Right. How many times will I accidentally turn on my flashlight during this? What do y'all think? Actually, oh, we don't have any ammo for that. I don't want to use this if I don't have to. Ooh, cool. Johnny McGunn is ready to go. That home sauce wearing armor. Nice one, Ellie. Oh, we getting flanked, boys. We. Ow. That's hilarious, Sophia. Ouchie. Turn off your light. Did you see me? Good shooting, Ellie. Good shooting. Good shooting. Okay. Yeah, back when I was in high school, I don't know where it came from, but we were throwing around terms like home sauce and home skillet. Don't ask me. I guess it's just like anything with any generation, you say things that are just weird. Maybe the etymology made sense at some point, but you just start, you know, we're such tribal creatures. We just start saying things because other people say it and it just becomes familiar to us. And we just kind of know it in that fun kind of context. One of the things I love about culture and language. Guys at. Oh hey, they don't know where I'm at. That's kind of cool. That means I can get a, with the weak pistol, I can get a headshot if you don't know where I'm at. Really spray some home sauce on the walls. Oh, and I missed. Ouch. Kind of. Thank you. We'll take that. We'll take that brick too. Sophia says home skillet is familiar too, but now I'll use home sauce to confuse people around me. I like where you're going with this. I like the way you think, Sophia. I think you and I think very similarly in some respects. Okay, more guys are going to rush in right when we approach the red smoke. So what would be, they're going to be up close and personal. Hey, binding. Nice. There they go. Nice. I knew that was going to happen. Turn off your light. They can go around too, right? Like us? How do I miss? I'm trying not to use my med kit because resource conservation. Rocco says, I've heard home skillet biscuit, but not just home skillet. Interesting. You've heard home skillet biscuit. That is very... I've never heard home skillet biscuit. Ooh, it's a fully... I will take the big axe. Alright. And his energy's hanging out. Kind of gross. If I'm not mistaken, that's the end. Oh, no, no, no. We are going to have a few more things before we get to the edge. We're gonna shoot some dudes. Right here, isn't it? Yep. I respect that he wanted to do like a melee duel.
Fucker.
Exactly, Ellie, you tell him. Okay, there's a couple of...
Stay down.
There we go. Alright. That should be it, and then I get pushed over the side.
You asshole!
All right, I'm gonna pause it here because I think this is a perfect place to pick up with you guys on Saturday, and we'll go into winter and all that kind of cool stuff. We'll have the nice, awesome exit of this whole scene, and I'll talk to you guys on Saturday more. I'm pretty sure I talk to you guys about it most of the time when we stream part 1, but just what that whole scene, how that made me feel, man, the first time that I played this back in 2013. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Lots of fun. I have some appointments and stuff to go to tomorrow, so we probably will not be streaming tomorrow, but we will pick it up on Saturday, probably pretty early, or you know, around the same type of time I've been streaming here recently. Is probably what we'll do. But much love to you guys so much for hanging out. Let's take a look and see if any of our friends are streaming, and if they are, then I suggest we give them a nice little raid. Mr. Corey Caliber is playing some The Last of Us Part 2, so I say let's raid him, and you guys know what time it is.
Let's go, Wolf Pack. Time for a raid!
My main man, Ozahar, leading the raid charge. Much love to you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And let's go raid our main man, Corey. And I'll catch you guys on Saturday.